goes down.
Spinal cord? No.
No, we haven't done that. Excuse me. Okay, so this is, and it's pretty easy. You don't have that much there to do. Everybody seems to know what the, and that way you guys have your test next Monday.
Yes,
Okay.
for this class.
Yeah, so the olfactory bulb, you guys remember the olfactory bulb? Remember the olfactory bulbs. Cervical plexus, that goes from C1 to C4. So this would be your cervical plexus right here. See, this would be C1, C2, C3, and so forth, okay? So right here, C1 through C4, here's your cervical plexus. That's your cervical plexus on both sides. Yeah, so these are the nerves that come out. And see how they intertwine and integrate? Yeah, the same thing happens up here. They just have an extended amount. You can see.
But they'd be starting from 1?
Yeah, from C1 through C4. And then the brachial plexus starts sometimes from C4 or mostly C5, C6 and goes down to C8 or T1. So you can see those right in here. Those are your brachial plexus on both sides. Now we don't have any plexuses here in the thoracics, but we start here in the lumbars, and here's your lumbar plexus. That's your lumbar plexus. When we get down to the sacrum, down in here is your sacral plexus. So that's your sacral plexus.
I'm confused as to exactly what I'm supposed to be looking at.
I think these.
Yeah, those right there. They call
Those
them
are the plexuses. Okay.
Okay.
And they intertwine and intermingle.
So like up these, like this and these
And these.
and these. Okay. Just
They seem better over here.
okay.
See them?
Okay.
How they intertwine? You can see it a little bit better here because of the extended them
Gotcha.
out.
Okay.
Okay.
So these aren't plexus?
No, those are just nerves. Those are nerves that go out. What is this called? The intercostal nerve.
Intercostal?
Because your intercostal nerves.
Okay.
So cervical plexus, brachial plexus, skip the thoracic spine, go down to the lumbar spine. This is your lumbar plexus. And down here in the sacrum, this is your sacral plexus. Pretty easy.
Okay. So the thoracic is the lumbar is the only one. The thoracic is the only one that without the plexus. Okay.
Now let's see. So yeah, starting from L1 through L4, I think it is, L5, is your lumbar plexus. L5, go on down through the sacrum, is your sacral plexus. Now the big deal here is with the lumbar plexus, the main nerve that comes out of there is called your femoral nerve. That supplies the anterior portion of your thigh.
Okay.
Down here in the sacrum, you have the sciatic nerve. So that's your sciatic nerve.
So the femoral comes out of the
Lumbar plexus.
lumbar?
And the sciatic nerve comes out of the
Sacrum.
plexus. That's pretty easy, isn't it?
Yeah, sciatic is sacral, and then femoral is the lumbar.
So here's your intercostal nerves. And the sympathetic ganglia. We haven't got to the sympathetic system yet, but we'll have ganglia that sits out here on the anterior portion of the vertebral body. Sometimes I'll call them paravertebral ganglia because they sit right next
Is that
to
it?
those little
Mm-hmm.
pieces right there.
Okay.
Yeah. Some students call it the glue.
Are these ganglia too?
These are ganglia up in here. So those are your sympathetic ganglia.
Oh, gotcha.
The cauda equina, you remember what that is? That's the horse's tail. So here's your conus medullaris. That's the tip of the spinal cord. Remember that's about L1.
Okay.
Okay. And then we'll have the nerves that extend off of the conus medullaris, and that's called the cauda equina, or horse's tail. So it goes and extends on down through, and then exits out the different areas of this.
So it starts right here. I thought that was this part right there. So it starts from here all the way down there?
Goes all the way down here. And we've got to remember that these are going to come off of here. You see them coming off of here, here, here. So they fit supply this area down in here also. And we're going to have what's called the phylum terminale. Phylum terminale is a fibrous tissue that connects onto the conus medullaris and then goes all the way down through and connects into the coccyx bone. It's called your phylum terminale. Now, I'd have to distinguish between, if I put a pointer here, I'd have to distinguish what are these nerves called? Then you would say the...
Caudal something equina?
Yeah, cauda equina.
Caudal
Bada
equina.
Icano. Those are the nerves.
If I said, what's the fibrous tissue that goes down through there, you would say
Then we
the...
do terminale, something terminale?
Mm-hmm.
What is terminale?
Phylum.
Phylum terminale.
Plus tissue.
If I pointed right to here, you'd say conus medullaris.
Oh, conus medullaris.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would you
14, 41. Is that 14? Yeah, 14.
Or the nerve? Would you
Right
ask
there?
Yeah,
What nerve?
Right here.
here.
14.
What is it? Caudus.
Yeah, that's it. 14. Conus medullaris.
Conus.
See, it's like the core, and then it's like not the core.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, let's see. We did the olfactory bulb. Okay, now you can record it. We did the olfactory bulb. We did the cervical plexus, C1 through C4. That's the little nerves coming out through here. We did the brachial plexus,
What is the
C5,
numbers?
C5 through T1. Did the conus medullaris. Did the cauda equina. That's the nerves going down through. We did the lumbar plexus, L1 through L4, right here. The nerve off of the lumbar plexus is the femoral nerve. We did the sacral plexus, L5 through S4. And the main nerve that comes off there is your sciatic nerve. We did the phylum terminale, that fibrous tissue that extends from the conus medullaris down to the coccyx bone. We did the intercostal nerve. And we did the sympathetic ganglia. Okay, so that pretty much does that. Let's go to this model. So you guys have it, both models. Okay? Let me move this here. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Can't do the olfactory bulb. We got the cervical plexus. Remember that comes from C1 through C4. You can see the plexuses now?
Okay, that's better.
A little bit better, isn't it?
Yes.
There's the cervical plexus. T1 or C5 through T1, brachial plexus. Better. Conus medullaris, you really can't see it too good on this one. It'd be L1, so it'd be probably about right in here. But this one's not a real good one. Cauda equina, if I asked you what these nerves were. Lumbar plexus, you can see the lumbar plexus coming off of here, a little bit better. You can see the sacral plexus. Here would be your femoral nerve, coming off the lumbar plexus. This would be your sacral nerve, coming off the sacral plexus. Phylum terminale, if I asked you what the fibrous tissue is, it extends from here to here. Phylum terminale. Sciatic nerve,
Where's the sciatic nerve? Right.
right there.
Oh, wait, did you say sacral nerve or something?
Might have.
You did say
But
sacral
I'm
nerve,
confused
which I think
because
is a
that's
sciatic nerve, right? It's the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Sciatic nerve.
Okay.
So if one says sacral nerve, you will not take the point off?
Oh.
No, I take it off. This is sciatic nerve. Just forewarning you. Here is the intercostal nerve.
Which one?
Right across here.
Okay, these, okay.
Mm-hmm. And then these would be your,
Ganglias?
sympathetic ganglia. Welcome.
Okay.
And that's all we're going to cover
And that's all?
All right.
Wow, that's
I'm good with that.
today.
That
Yeah,
is
okay.
more?
like 9
We can
minutes.
do the eye
worth.
and the ear, but you guys better stay for that test.
Yeah.
I mean,
Good idea.
I get 50% of them. I'm not trying to scare you, but I get about 50% of the people get a 50. So.
Yes.
Which
I
test is
can't. I
it?
can't argue with that. I am not
test
gonna
is
argue
it?
with that.
It is hard.
They want
This
you to
test
gonna
is
do
Test is
lecture
coming out.
tonight.
I know, but I'm not in your lecture class. What
Yes.
chapters is it?
If it doesn't, it's hard. It's hard.
So like 11 and 12?
11 and 12.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Just 11?